Hello everyone and welcome to my coverage of the Corio Model Railway Club's 48th annual exhibition, which was held over January 28th and 29th at the Geelong West Town Hall. In this episode, we'll take a look at the various layouts, trade stands, and everything that was on show at this exhibition. Exhibition reports and other videos on this channel are made possible by the Patreons on Patreon, as well as at the Scale Model Supply and ABR Modelworks, who both offer 10% off for viewers of this channel. Starting with the O-Gauge Guild Victorian Test Track. This test track exhibits running of twin oval mainlines that are built by members of the O-Gauge Guild. You'll see British outline trains from many different operators as well as some Victorian railway stock. I quite like seeing this test track as it allows you to get nice and close to these beautifully detailed O-scale models.
Oh, right. No, I'll get up there. It'll happen. Oh, right. Where's Will? There he is, right there. Good to meet you. Yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, hey man, how are ya?
The South Australian N-Gauge Society had a modular railway there. Now this layout is, I guess, on their N-track system, which is a combination of many different modular layouts all put together to create this, well, quite large model railway, featuring things like an airport with working helipad, a NASCAR ring and freight intermodal, as well as many little scenes. This layout does change, I believe, every time that they present it, being that it is to a modular standard. Although the layout has quite an American theme, there were trains running from the UK and Australia.
Oh, really? I would hope so, yeah. mate. Good, thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. So where have you been? Oh. Oh, I thought you'd gone out for... So that's always what happens, because you know that if you had gone out...
English 00 scale layout, Harpindone. This layout represents an area where the owner and creator grew up. The layout is a tail chaser, running both old and modern rolling stock. Apple Cove in 1/48 scale. The Owen 30 track represents 30-inch wide narrow gauge rails used by many railways in the first half of the 1900s. The layout is inspired by the life and times of Joshua Appleby and his journey from North Carolina to a small coastal hamlet in southeastern Tasmania. The layout incorporates a small township, a cider factory, a growers co-op, water scenes and a decaying mansion. The Pico O-scale narrow gauge track on the layout has the same width as HO or 00 scale track, but uses 1/48 scale sleepers. The locomotives and rolling stock are mainly from the Bachmann Owen 30 range. This layout is beautifully presented and exquisitely modelled. Easily a standout at any exhibition that it attends.
Nope.
Shinkansen Parade. which is presenting modern-day Japan with busy vistas and major features including marine and aircraft museums, a movie studio with the Titanic set visible on the backlot, a major port scene, historic castles, several Shinto shrines, and typical Japanese gardens. The Australian N-scale T-track modular system is the basis for this layout, constructed of standard-sized modules in lightweight MDF. T-track uses the Corio Unitrack system, with 2 main lines on each module. The track connectors hold the modules together and also carry the 12-volt current to the tracks. This Japanese railway had an impressive footprint and was one that was definitely a standout from the exhibition. A layout that is probably best in show is Fishmarket, which represents a building that is no longer there, once on the corner of Flinders and Spencer Street. This O-gauge shunting layout is beautifully detailed, and I love to see its progression at every exhibition that it attends. As well as that, the creator does have some rolling stock on display to show you just how well detailed O-scale is.
Yeah. Absolutely will.
The Geelong LEGO user group had their modular railway there. This layout is built up using kits that are readily available from most toy stores and LEGO stores respectively, as well as some custom-made LEGO models.
Yeah.
If you go to the LEGO site, they got all the instructions on there. If you haven't got instructions, all you have to do is find the set number. That was an emerald night only with the colour change.
Kookaburra Park in HO, which is an easy to transport, lightweight HO layout. It's set in a fictitious country town in Victoria, mainly running V-line and VR locomotives and rolling stock. Alex's layout Yorkeys Crossing, which is set 10 kilometres from Port Augusta or about 300 kilometres from Adelaide. This is part of the Trans-Australian Railway between Kalgoorlie and Port Augusta, and Alex has tried to create a sense of the vast red rocky Central Australian desert. Northwest Passage, which is based on the north coast of the United States of America. This N-scale layout is not set in any particular time period, and therefore any trains of the era may be run. The layout is suited to run long trains, and most likely to be seen at intermodal, coal, fuel and grain with the occasional mixed freight.
That exhibition's going ahead, he sends me an email. Yeah. No, I just sent him some pictures. How are you? Good. No, it's later.
What's your next rail adventure, Will?
That I can confirm. Oh yeah. Go to Warrnambool this year?
We did not go to
No.
Warrnambool.
Ah.
We were away in Queensland for 2 weeks.
Oh.
Family holiday. Otherwise, it's the place we would have been.
Yeah.
Actually, Warrnambool's great because it's really...
So that was all the layouts at the Corio exhibition. Now we'll take a quick look at the retailers and the manufacturers that were also at the exhibition. SDS models were there with their huge range from SDS and Phoenix reproductions, as well as having some samples on display. Broad gauge models were there with their white metal and brass kits. Kookaburra models as well as Wombat models were both there from New South Wales. Brunel Hobbies and Train World. Simplified electronic control for model railways were also in attendance, as well as rail motor models and some second-hand traders. So that was the Corio exhibition for 2023, and one that I enjoyed going to. So if you are interested in attending next year's event, you can keep up to date with all exhibition news and announcements in the Australian Model Railway News monthly video that comes out on the 1st of the month. Just for some context, Geelong is about an hour away from Melbourne and is very accessible via public transport. As well as that, the Western Standard Gauge line runs through Geelong, so you might also get a chance to see some real trains. So I hope you've all enjoyed my coverage of the 2023 Corio Model Railway Show. And of course, don't forget to be subscribed so you can keep up to date with all these videos that I've got coming out soon. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Hooroo!